Alright, Porsche 911 GT3 R Championship. We are down to the last tier here for remaining 60,000 Motorsport dollar rewards and 16 gold. Alright, so for final tier, tier 15, we got head-to-head at Nürburgring Grand Prix, endurance at Spa, and the final cup, of course, at Catalunya Grand Prix, which requires PR 83.1, which once again requires you to get 6 upgrades across the board, which does cost you some gold to get there. 160 gold to be exact. But obviously I've been running with fully upgraded car, which I would say I would recommend fully upgrading this car. It's one of those cars that's not terribly expensive to do so. And there's an exclusive series, so that's kind of nice variety to have to earn some of that motorsport dollars, right? Instead of always running the Formula 1 races. So anyway, let's wrap this up, starting with head-to-head at Nürburgring. And since I dragged this out into the day 3 here, so I can maximize the Motorsport dollar earning cap, I am completing these final 2 tiers in day 3. Since I managed to max out the 250,000 Motorsport dollar cap twice, just simply by running through this series. So here we go, the final leg, and as I kind of complained about it earlier, there is no drafting in this limited time series, unfortunately. And a peculiar choice, but that's the way they decided to go. I don't know if it's something that they just forgot, an oversight, which certainly is a possibility. But anyway, let's focus on the task at hand, which of course is this head-to-head. Of course, this car, along with the other GT3 cars in the 2020 season, were featured in last week's online multiplayer, if you're into that. Did manage to score, how much did I get? 10 gold for just running, one car till the car turned into critical condition. So I think I was somewhere around 900 points or something like that, somewhere around there, which pays out around about 10 gold. And this one, I think it was 10 gold. Anyway, let's not win by too large of a margin. I'd like to keep that distance target in the endurance to minimum if I can help it. Let's see, I want to say it's been running in somewhere around 6 kilometer mark range, which is obviously not terribly long, because when I usually do endurance race against most TSM bots, they are generally, depending on the circuit, but most of them are going to be running over 20 some kilometers. So having to run only single digit, most likely is going to be the target. Shouldn't be all that difficult or that long, but my main concern here is because I have used up all the instant service has expired since, so I'd like to finish this series, this event, without needing to service midway, in this case before I can wrap up the whole series, since I only have 2 more races to complete here. So down to now 2 more gold trophies. Skipping cost is still 180 gold. Alright, let's find out what the distance target is in this endurance race at Spa. And we are gonna be needing to hit 5.3 kilometers, so that's less than a lap here at Spa. So That's looking promising. That means I can head into the final cup without needing to service the car. Not that, because the bots are pretty well trained at this point, I mean, I don't think I would have necessarily any struggle winning the final cup, even if the car is in critical condition. But that just allows me to wrap up the series a little bit sooner versus later. So yeah, it's more to do with me just being lazy. Anyway, and let's see, how many opponents would I even need to overtake? I need to overtake a couple more. And possibly one more, simply because these guys are moving so slow. I don't think these guys are going to make it to 5.3 kilometer mark. Or maybe they will make it within the next 50 seconds or so. It's going to be a downhill. Yeah, I think these guys will make it. At least I hope they make it. So I don't have to tag on any more time than necessary. Going down some 200 kilometers per hour is looks like about the speed they were hitting in one of the faster sections of the circuit. Alright, I see the 5 kilometer distance target. Yeah, at the rate this guy's moving, I don't think he was gonna make it. He's slowing down too much down here. Down in the valley. But I think this should do it. 10 seconds. These guys, even moving at this pace, we should be able to hit the target. There we go. Right on. 5.4 kilometers. And because these races are done in motorsport dollars as the main currency, there is no clean race bonus, even though that was a pretty clean race. So yeah, these final two tiers, the payout is pretty decent considering that there are only 2 tiers of race, right? So that's why I kind of spared myself these 2 tiers instead of just wrapping it up. So down to 1 final cup. Still will cost you some 170 gold if you wanted to skip. Let's not do that. 4 laps around Catalunya Grand Prix. Here we go. And obviously no need for bot training in this final cup. So we'll just kind of run flat out and see if I can manage to lap some of these well-trained bots. I don't think I'll be able to quite lap the entire field. But certainly tail end of this grid, I should be able to, I think, lap in these 4 laps. Alright, there we go. Coming out in the lead through, what is it, corner 2? Carrying a little bit too much speed, apparently. I need to clean that up a little bit. Now that is a fine racing. Not so much that one, but one before, the combination, that was really good. Did I cut corner there? I don't think I did. But if I did, it's probably fairly minimal. Just tiny bit of clipping possibly. Alright, lap 1, just under minute 30. Subsequent laps should be taking less time. Let's see what I can bring it down to. I don't know. Would I be able to shave off 5 seconds? 10 seconds? 15 seconds? I doubt it. But yeah, that would bring a lap in minute 15, which would be pretty good. But let's see, checkpoint number 2 is 49 seconds, so maybe I can get it done in under or around minute 15. But this final bit of the circuit is pretty curvy with this bus stop chicane at the end. Yeah, minute 15, an ambitious goal heading into it. More like minute 20, just under. So at least now we know for certain what kind of lap time we're looking to compete against. Hold it. Oh, it's beginning to slip away. And that was a little too cautious. All right. Alright, last time, checkpoint 2, I was hitting 49 seconds. Ooh, this one, we're off pace a bit, a couple of seconds behind. But we're definitely lapping a few here. That's a 4 opponents that I just lapped, and that's a 5, 6, and 7, and a few more lined up ahead, at least a couple more. So that was 7, right? Minute 22, yeah. And then overlap 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And that's 14. That's at least half the grid. And that is 15, but I think that may be all there is to overtake. Maybe 16? Oh yeah. 16 cars to overlap, which leaves what, 5 more that got away. And the final lap I think was around minute 21. Overall 5 minutes 32 seconds and change, and payout is just under 40,000 motorsport dollars. So just under, I think it pays about 9,800 per lap at Catalonia Grand Prix, if I remember correctly. So with that addition brings the final 2 tiers of this limited time series. Payout is about 100,000 motorsport dollars. So That's a pretty hefty chunk, you know? But anyway, now we can put the car in for service. And collect our final 100% completion reward, 60,000 motorsport dollars, which is going to push me over the 5 million career cap. So I'll have to burn some motorsport dollars. And 16 gold. Alright, congratulations, you have just completed the Game Onyx Porsche 911 GT3 R Championship. Alright, so thanks for tagging along for the ride once again. And that'll do it for this limited time series playthrough. And we got the final limited time series of the current version, 9.5. featuring Lamborghini Essenza SCV12 just unlocked today. So we'll have the overview and the playthrough of that series, along with maybe the playthrough of the relevant series featuring the Lambo. So stay tuned for those videos lined up to be posted. So anyway, take care, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.